Picking a top, picking a bottom could be dangerous if you don't have any objectivity to look at. If you just feel like, well, it's topping off here, why? Because you missed the long. Most people who miss the long, who miss this nice rally, try to get short to catch it on the way back down. That's just the way our heads work against us. You missed a rally from 40 to 65, so now you want to get short at 65 and buy it back at 40. Then you didn't miss anything. No, 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 no. That's not a reason to pick a top. Objective reasons, because there are tops and bottoms being put in all the time. So there's nothing wrong with fading. That's the word used to picking tops and bottoms. You're going to fade. You're fading this rally. But you need something objective, like other people's positions, OPP, and our chaser. When you get a flip in this number on the left are buyers, number on the right are sellers. But we qualify them as real buyers and sellers, and they're future buyers and sellers. All right. They're not just buyers and sellers, they're future buyers and sellers. And we've qualified them to be real, not the bullshit you see often on your price ladder. So what do we see to maybe anticipate that it's going to do that? Come off and be the high of the day, essentially. What's up there that could give us a read into the future? So it's not hindsight's 2020. No, it's in real time. Some really good predictable probabilities, stacking probabilities to say, hey, be careful getting long up here. If you're aggressive and you're bearish, look at qualifying a short maybe. Or if you're long, look at covering. Look to cover. This is the first time that this number, essentially in this whole rally, went from being a buy imbalance to a balance right here. Let me play it. 9 by 6. That's getting tighter and tighter. 8 by 6, 9 by 6. Oh, 8 by 7. Just flipped. It flips up here where my cursor is, not 10, 20 points lower, where little Johnny again is going to say, oh, it was a good top up there, Mom. It's like, well, wait a second, Johnny. It's trading 45. No shit. You got to be able to read the real time in the fucking real time. So if we go back on this and you look at that and you look at long sneaking in and you look at the first moment that you had pink triangles, even though it breached this one, boom, it breached this one too. It was a little head fake. And those that recorded in the room, go back and listen to what we were talking about, what I was talking about up here. It's essentially the same thing I'm talking about now. So that was a moment where the highs might be in. Here's another one. This one was really interesting. When I say interesting, the clue of the day, the clue of the day. You see the market come off right here, and that was it. It was done. No, it wasn't right there. It was right here. It was all over with. That was the high, and it just stair step lower, and that ran away eventually. It's the high of the day. But what the hell was right there that was different than even right here, or even over here, and even over here? Like there was something right here that happened. That was the wag your finger to say, ah, this market might have found a top. What could it be, everybody? Was it that the blue triangle got breached, meaning it came in and they went underneath it really quick? Yeah, maybe. Small box to check. Was it the fact that you had some context with a high there and high there and high there and high there, and it was kind of like congestion box? Yeah, where it should break out to the upside. Was it the fact that, okay, it should break out to the upside based on context? You get a blue triangle based on context. At the point, it was more shorts than longs. All those things. There was one other thing that made it look like upside was right side until some things changed. And let me back it up. Right here, take a look at the chaser. You could have been long here, it would have been fine. As long as you're willing to change your mind because you've got some objective tools. Take a look at that 734 by 160, right? Blue triangle. Everything looks good. More shorts than longs. Could break out. And then we play it and keep an eye on that chaser. So it does go up. It gives you a little bit of a head start. And then bam, it goes 7 by 2, 6 by 4. Now it's balanced. More longs sneak in. So now the laser is green. If that's not enough, look at this. It goes from 7 to 2, 2 to 6 in just a 4 or 5 tick span. So it goes nice buy imbalance to balance to holy shit, nice sell imbalance. You shouldn't have been long still down here, let alone down here, right? The problem with getting long or getting in a position is making that trade and position too important. If you're in and out, small loss, small winner, scratch, now you're getting bearish and fighting for the downside based on reading the right order flow. That's trading. But if you get long waiting for a breakout and you're still in this damn thing when it's all the way down in here, it's like, what are you doing? You're falling in love again. What did I tell you about that? This is a one night stand business. Do not call them back. You don't even want their phone number. And that's old school phone number. Now it's, what is it now? What's your Instagram? You don't even want to know that they're on social media. So the trades shouldn't be that important. It really shouldn't. And if you get in and out of them, then it's like they weren't important because you read something up here. This was the and this is the really important part of this entire highlight video. And that is the best clues of all time is when price should do something, but it doesn't. And it isn't. Price should do something, but it doesn't. Well, first of all, you have to have tools that tell you that it should do something, and they have to be good tools. So it's pretty accurate. Hey, it should go up, but you have a tool telling you it should go up. You don't feel like it should go up. No, your tools are telling you your ability to read these charts over here, an upside breakout, your ability to see a near term imbalance, a longer term imbalance, the positions. That's great. Guess what? It does go up a few ticks and then something changes where it's still, wow, why isn't it going? And I said at the time, this should go up like within seconds. And when it doesn't, right in there, hey, look out. But you're saying look out there instead of 5, 10, 20 points lower, or even 5, 10, 20 ticks lower. That's a shitty time to say look out. So it breaches this, it goes green. So where did the shorts go? Longs came in. You don't want the competition. Go back to the uh, um, male female relationship metaphors and analogies. You don't want to go into a bar if you're trying to pick up a girl and all there are guys there, right? That's just the wrong place to be. But you see that instead of going in and staying there and wondering why you can't get a date, which, by the way, you don't want a date. You want to meet a girl, though. So stop doing that. Read the room. Right up in here, too many longs means too many guys in the bar and you're trying to pick up a girl. Too much competition. You don't want too many longs if you're long. You don't want too many longs if you're looking to get long. And so that's what's important, man. You got to put yourself in a position to realize this could be a fake because not just because it should have went up, but you had things stacked up that it should go up. But how quickly it reversed and said, not only didn't it go up when it should have, but now it should go down based on a good tool. And the fact that you could go from a 7 to 2 buy imbalance to a 4 by 4 to a 2 by 6, meaning it just flipped. It went from 700 by 200 to 200 by 600 within 10 seconds. This is the read and the clue of clues. When something should do something and it's not doing it, that's got to be the tap on the shoulder, the scratch of your head. If you're a parent, you read your kids. If you get good at reading your kids, you know when they're lying or not good at lying. when they should be doing this and they're not. There's a clue there oftentimes when reading people, but also reading the markets, reading order flow. But again, you gotta have that. You gotta start with a tool that does have some qualities, predictive qualities. Because if it's a random tool and your dumb random tool saying it should go up and it's not, well, the tool's random, so that really isn't a good clue. You know, you're trying to tell me that the dog isn't acting like a human, so therefore it's lying. What are we talking about here? It's different species. You got a random tool, it does not apply. You got to have a tool that has some predictive qualities. So you need more buyers and sellers for the price of anything to go up. You need more shorts and longs for the price of anything really to go up. And you have them and it ain't going up. What the F is going on here? And then it flips. Because generally there's some selling that's hidden. When I say hidden, in other markets or ready to come to this market, and it just then kind of comes in, and the buy imbalance turns to a sell imbalance, and the shorts turn to longs, and it trapped the retail traders, mostly retail traders, and all these other algorithms and machines and auto traders and stuff trapped everything off guard. Now it has a better chance to change direction and start moving down. Remember, just because something is an algorithm, just because something is AI, just because something is a automatic trader custom, doesn't mean it's good. There are many of these AIs that blow up. Many of these um, automatic strategies that blow up all the time. It seems like, oh, they must know something. They coded it. And we're going to see that more and more as we go forward. Just because it's AI doesn't mean it's going to be good or better, and maybe the opposite. How many people have done Grok or Chat GPT and they're wrong? And you caught them, they're wrong. Not in an opinion, but in a fact. And then they correct it. So you don't think, what is it? They're just going to be wrong telling you who won game 7 of the World Series in 1985. They're wrong about that, but they're going to be right about when the top is in. So that's a good thing. AI being wrong, because they'll be right and they'll be wrong and they'll fight, because you have to have sellers for buyers and buyers for sellers, or the prices go sideways. Either way, man, you got to be on the C, the H of change. Something changes, you got to see it at the C or the H, not the E, the end of the word. All right. Most people don't even see change in your 3 sentences later. You got to pick up on this. You're good. If you're not good at reading the room, reading a person, reading a chart, order flow, you got to get good. There's ways to get good, but don't go and stay down rabbit holes of randomness and shitty lines. It's got to make sense to someone you explain it to, or it's not going to work and make sense to you.